appears night has fallen while we slept.
Sit lively. Journey by starlight shall make for a nice change of pace.
Shall we get underway?
That old man by the shore, what drives him so unbendingly out into open waters?
He's something of an enigma, isn't he?
Mayhap his wandering will make more sense to us in time.
You come, glad I am to see you. Strange thing. There, how vast the sky was, I left not behind. Time and again you have come to my aid. Would that I could repay you in some way. Alas, there is little I have to offer. Yet, your heart e'er aches for a place to call home, only this village. No, not the village. If e'er you're in need of a hearth to return to, then let it be mine. How do you fare? Say, would you be willing to do me a favour? I thank you. Thank you kindly. Do you accept this humble reward?
Well met. Glad to see you in good health. I have a favor to ask, if you'd care to oblige me. My thanks.
I'll harvest what I can, should it please you.
I'm afraid I'm unfamiliar with the matter at hand. Perhaps we should have a more knowledgeable pawn join our party.
We are none of us alike in vocation.
That is most fortuitous.
We must each of us hone our skills. The jack of all trades is a master of none. What is that, a tower? Hey, a statue.
From this distance, I cannot be sure. We shall have to make our way over to it. That's quite a large boulder, but methinks 'twill budge if we combine our strength. I shall lead the charge. The area foe to fight bed.
Appreciate it. But I wanted to reward your efforts.
I lack information pertinent to this task. Consider hiring a pawn better apprised of such matters.
Faring well, I hope. Welcome, sir. Contrary to the name, this little if you think me a liar, then buy something and... Truth for yourself. Ah, I see you desire one of my masterpieces. Very well. I shall have your order crafted in good time. A little patience is all I ask. Many thanks to you.
The jadeite orb is safely in hand.
Come on, have a look. Reckon your road's been a long one. Now, trade towns can make you right sick of crowds, but here, at least, you'll find...
We must rest, though the sun is still up.
I fought alongside the most valiant. I've a feeling fortune shall favor us this day.
Off we go, then.
Feeling rested, you can count on me to fly to your aid in your hour of need, Master. Knowing when to use curatives is...
I'll feel a sight better once I find it out.
suppose I'll start dusting.
Leave the finding of equipment-enhancing materials to me.
An ox cart ought to make our journey easier.
They can be most convenient, though they travel only during the day.
Fairly well, I might as well take a look while you're here, eh?
All that fuss, and nary a coin to show for it.
I'm going to go.
Welcome, sir. If you think me a liar, then buy something and see the truth for yourself. The creation of a masterpiece takes time, sir. Pray do not rush me. Hope to see you again.
I swear I've never slept better.
Well then, son, how might I be of service? I'll take any chance not to think on my troubles.
Reckon your trade towns can make you right sick of crowds.
You shan't hear me complain about an
A good sleep does wonders.
Come. We've much to be getting on with.
I hope you slept well.
Might as well take a look while you're here.
Maybe I'll get right.
Welcome, sir. If you think me a liar, then buy something and see the truth for yourself. The item you requested is complete. Here you are, sir. Use it well. Many thanks to you.
I cannot imagine what purpose this forgery might serve. But mayhap 'twill become clear in time.
Someone might pay good court.
So, how goes it? Did you manage to retrieve the jadeite orb? Ah, splendid. Before we discuss your reward, you see, in my line of work, trust is paramount. And so we shall go to verify the orb. Come, I trust old Ibrahim's eye.
Follow my lead.
At least I have my
Pickings of late.
That's
Am I
something.
losing my touch?
Now I have to go to market on top of all else.
Good day, Ibrahim. Would you be so kind as to examine... Now, I have a bit of business to attend to while...
So dull when there's nothing doing.
So, how might I be of service?
Ah, you again. What would you of... He ought to be finished by now. Come, let us go... You have done your title proud, Arisen. My partners shall be most relieved to hear. You have certainly earned your reward, and I do hope you will permit me to...
Ah, good, you return. I find myself on edge when you stray from my line of sight.
Surely I'm overdue a day off.
There you are! Pray, tell me, have you found the jadeite orb? Oh, thank you, thank you! Now, my pray, take this. A note, right, I'd best get going. Sir, though we may ne'er meet again...
I fear we have done Sir a full and unkindness. May he find...
Wise at last.
What they're whispering at me now.
Do you know how long you'll be? I only asked so that I might adopt the most effective stance to recuperate my strength.
I suppose all we can do is wait.
shall remain here.
So, you've come. Captain Brant bade me allow you passage.
Be vigilant. The townspeople depending on me. Have you come to release me from this jail? Who are you? Oh. Then we are presented with 3 options. Or, Jesus arisen is false. Or, have you proof that you are arisen, as you say? Ah. They say the Arisen's breast bears a wound akin to the dragon's. By that mark, 'twould seem 'tis true. This reminds me of a happening 148 years ago. During the reign of Regent Alphonse, a man named Crusoe appeared and claimed to be. He went before the people, insisting that he, and not Regent Alphonse. And what befell him, you ask? Ha! Crusoe was discovered to be a liar. Aye, I dare say your arrival portends another beheading, but whose will it be, Escape? But why? Here I spend my days perusing, and I need not turn my ear to Deesa's absurd demands. That said, if you know of a place with a mountain of tomes I could delve in, tell me. Does that ring any bells? I suspected as much. Then we are done here. Well, I suspected as much. Then we are...
So, it was...
Tis a dreary life.
Welcome to... We serve all manner of fine ales here. Come back any time.
There is much we ought to tend to, if we are to strengthen your Majesty's claim. A place with books likely to entice Magistrate Waldo, you say? Kendrick of the Gracious Hand is versed in many things. Perchance he knows of such a place?
Must you run?
Who there? Might I beg a favor? Either of you? You have my gratitude.
It's good to see people in such high spirits. Right, door's locked. That should do it.
What should I do? I quite like it.
No one will disturb me here.
Could you come over here?
What should I do? The hours seem to fly when
Arms, arms for the poor. Pray grant those less well met, Sir Arisen. Might I trouble you for alms for the poor? Many thanks. May
Ingredients are plentiful hereabouts.
well met, Sir Arisen. Might I trouble you for alms? You can afford perpetual generosity. I hope you will well met, Sir Arisen. Might I trouble you for alms for the poor? Many thanks. May fortune smile upon you. Hold on a moment, Sir Arisen. Perchance you would... You see, one of the children we care for here at the Gracious Hand has gone... Malcolm, his name is. He's a steady lad. This building's very old. It could be that he's found himself in some strange corner of it. Might I impose on you to search for him?
It would seem we need to scrounge up information. 'Tis tedious work, but I suppose we had best get to it.
I knew it to be so.
Is there aught I can assist you? I know so little of this world. Wickedness has no hold upon a tranquil mind. Is there aught I can assist you with?
The more the merrier. Time to be heading home.
Invited yourself into my company? Right, just follow me.
Life's been pretty kind to me.
Malcolm's been really into exploring of late. Just the other day, he was going around telling anyone who'd listen about how he would... I wonder what it was Malcolm found.
How about you?
I wonder what it was Malcolm found. Treasure?
An endless journey. Of course, no one would bother with a wretch like me. Wish someone had put me out, Moon.
What am I supposed to do? Quit acting so chummy.
To do with a decent supper?
You don't need a permit to get into, but just hide in the back of an ox cart, aye? It works. Mind, you've got to avoid...
Oi, keep your distance.
Quit staring.
I don't appreciate it.
Was I lacking in... Where could Malcolm have gotten off to? Perhaps you could try asking the other children. I haven't been able to get...
I don't know what to do. What to do? What to do? I've no mother or father to speak of, you see. So the nice people at the Grace... I wanted to get them a present to say thank you. And I thought a bunch of flowers would be just the thing. Oh, the problem is, I can't seem to find any. Do you think you could help me? All I need is a bunch of pretty flowers. For true, I'm sure you'll find the prettiest...
I don't like this place at all. Always doing about a dozen things at once. That's quite enough!
I can't stand all this noise.
All this worrying's giving me an achy back.
Wouldn't say no to nice juicy.
Hoya Risen! Have you brought me a bunch of flowers already? Oh, just look. These should brighten the sisters' day. Say, would you mind terribly if I asked you another? See, one of my friends taught me a magic spell. It's supposed to let you meet whomever you like. All you have to do is find a silver stone, put it under your pillow, and say the magic words. But there's the problem. Would you find a silver stone and bring it true? And I'll be waiting. Our next mission is to acquire a silver stone. Mayhap silver ore will serve. We can Oh, I can't find a... They're hard to find, aren't they? Oh, I can't find a silver... They're hard to find, aren't they?
Prod me if you must, Master, but I've nothing more to say.
Now here's a welcome.
'Tis a ladder. Shall we see where it leads? Perhaps new discoveries await us above.
Really scary. I've never seen that.
Must be the truth. The townspeople.
Apologies, Master, but I can't guide you there from our current location.
Oh, I can't find a silver stone anywhere. Oh, just look how it shines. Say, aren't you curious who I want to meet? Well, I'll tell you. My mother and father. I don't not to say I'm unhappy at the gracious hand, of course. But I'd really like to meet them. I want to tell them how grateful I am. Oh, it's so shiny.
Miss Daphne seemed pleased with our efforts. Mayhap we ought to pay her another visit sometime soon.
'Tis as you say.
Somehow my feet always carry me.
Oh, good to
Let's
see
be
you.
ready to give the signal.
Places such as this.
Getting proper rest is an important duty. A good sleep does wonders.
Off we go then.
I don't know about you, but I am full of vim and vigor.
Why suffer so?
This headache's driving me up the wall, Tiz.
Say, I've noticed you walking around questioning people.
I wonder what it was Malcolm found. Treasure?
They're a useful...
Malcolm? All he's doing of late is picking through. Don't know why he bothered.
Was I lacking in devotion?
All this hustle and bustle puts me right in.
My bed calls. I shan't resist.
Follow me then, unless you doubt my sense of direction.
A lonely place, but not without its charms. What an exhausting day it's been.
Was I lacking in devotion? Where could Malcolm have gotten off to? Perhaps you could try asking the other children. I haven't been able to get much out of them myself.
Good day, sir.
Places such as this ought to be protected.
Oh, it's so shiny. Oh, hiya, Resin. Is Malcolm all right? We were supposed to go exploring together, but I overslept. Wish he'd woken me up. I was really looking forward to going down into those vaults.
Shall we report back now?
Just where are these vaults exactly?
Vaults, you say? By my knowledge, they was... Ah, but you mention rubble, aye? Then perhaps the lad... Come, I fear there's not a mo... Pray, follow me, and quickly. I believe this is the place to which the children were referred. Look there, a hole. Could he have passed through here? There is naught to be done but have a look for ourselves. Let us make haste.
naught feels quite so wasteful as coming upon a fine piece of equipment after purchasing the very same item in a shop. You too? Oh, I'm glad I'm not the only one.
Malcolm, thank goodness you are unharmed. You have my eternal gratitude.
Sir Kendrick? You'll never believe what I've found. It's just up ahead. Books, sir. Books, books, and more books. It's like some sort of secret workshop.
Truly? Perhaps we ought to take a look.
Come along. We wouldn't want to lose sight of our guide.
It's as you say. No sense letting the enemy gain the upper hand. The early griffin gets the worm, as they say.
Heavens above!
Isn't it amazing?
And 'tis quite a find indeed. Is this some manner of archive? Why, I've ne'er seen so many books. This collection must... Might I ask that you not share the We cannot allow the knowledge accumulate. We ought to entrust its care to someone worthy. Someone... As for you, Malcolm, I forbid you from telling...
Oh, but...
However, in exchange for your silence, you... Let's investigate this place's secrets together, eh?
Tis quite the collection of tomes. I'm sure I'd be seeing stars, were I the scholarly sort.
I knew it to be so.
Find a use for it, I'm sure.
Oh, apologies. Is there no getting through this door?
Tell me you haven't got it.
This is where I come when life gets overwhelming.
Best quality.
All three.
There is much we ought to tend to. You discovered this in the gracious hands false, you said. I imagine 'twould indeed be sufficient to entice the learned magistrate to leave his cell. Is there aught else you would speak of, your majesty? You discovered this in the gracious hands. I imagine 'twould indeed be sufficient to entice the learned... Is there aught else you would speak of, your majesty? Do not forget that we work to...
Sometimes I wonder if I'm...
how much longer I can hold out. Would that all my days were so tranquil.
Well, my son, how might I be?
Now there's a worthy prize. If only 'tweren't so far away.
Time to find me a mark. Need the coin.
I've more time than I know how to spend.
Ingredients are plentiful hereabouts.
We could pick some now and use them when the need arises.
If you must go off on your own, there's naught to be done. I only hope you'll return sooner rather than later.
I'll make a living if I get myself injured.
Well, have you found some place? Oh, to think such a place existed. Guide me outside, then. If you can... Come along.
Does my watch end?
Come along. Guide me outside.
Now!
Witness my ire.
Master. I thought I might never see you again. Our party is reunited. Surely we can ask...
Aye, this should be far enough. If you truly are, words may be wind. Mayhap the knowledge I've gained.
Not a care in the world. Just as it should be. Washes all my troubles clean away, this place.
Huzzah! We must inform Captain Brandt at once.
It was a fascinating tale those soldiers outside the palace were discussing.
Oh? Did it pertain to the Queen Regent? And an important personage, perchance?
Aye. Tell us, her ties to this figure from the neighbouring country have a romantic tint.
Here's a ladder. Shall we see where it leads?
After you, Arisen.
Good day, sir. What might you be looking for?
Need anything?
Look, Master. A treasure chest. We shall have to find a way to reach it.
There is much we ought to tend to. If we are to strengthen your majesties, it seems Magistrate Wardor has been safely delivered from his cell. The man's dedication mayhap it would be prudent to visit the man on occasion and avail yourself of his vast stores of wisdom. Now, would you be so kind as to return the key I lent you? I thank you. Pray, take this.
A resounding success! 'Tis moments such as these that make an adventure worthwhile.
What will our next adventure have in store for us, I wonder?
Ingredients are plentiful here.
What's this? Come to admire my sculptures, have you? Ho, ho! To think my eminence as a collector would reach in the ears of the Arisen. If only my collection were complete, I'd fain allow you. Alas, the sculpture that I commissioned to be its centerpiece is yet to arrive, and 'twould wound my pride to have you behold my collection ere 'tis made whole. If your curiosity shall not be denied, however, mayhap you consider paying a visit. The man's home is located in Bakbatal. You need only tell him that I eagerly await the sculpture's completion.
A simple conversation oft reveals what a week of searching never could. Whom shall we speak with first?
We're set.
Ooh, I can't wait to find out what's inside.
I might stay a while.
I'd gladly stay here forever if I could. Time to be heading home.
I happen to understand Elvish, Master. I expect you'll find my talents useful should we encounter another speaker.
Have a gander at my wares. You shan't regret it. Hope to see you again ere long.
Nothing caught your eye?
You may encounter failed soldiers. That is the coral snakes you want to watch out for. Tell is, they've a hideout somewhere on the city's outskirts. And they assail ox carts in an organised fashion. Unlike monsters, they're cunning. And they always travel...
Good day, sir.
I know naught of value. Would that I...
One day, I'm going to have proper raiment.
'Twould seem we need not always travel by foot, if novel inventions such as this are to be found.
I can foresee no...
Aye. Is there aught you require?
I'm sure I can handle this.
My bed. Say, have you seen any statues about? Solid stone ones, carved in the likeness of monsters. Tell is, quite a number of them were found not long ago. Just, here's the curious part though. The things look damn near real. So that I'd gotten my hands on one. So,
What was it I had to do? Tiring, even if you've no troubles.
Well met.
Life's been pretty kind to me. A customer, then. That changes things.
Some of
Me? I sell defensive equipment. Now, this hardly bears saying, but don't you dare try to take anything without paying for it first. Always a pleasure.
Maybe I'll keep right here.
Interested in my...
Just tell me what you need, and I'll... See it done.
Come again when you've more coin to spend. Look around.
What business have you here?
Well met.
Must you run so fast? I can hardly keep you in my sights, Arisen.
No time to catch you. Breath. Try to keep up.
I could die happy in a place like this.
Huh? What in the... Where did you come from? Did Clark send you? Oh no, he did, didn't he? I'm sorry. I'm really, truly very sorry. I haven't slept a wink, I swear it. Well, I suppose I might have fallen asleep once or twice, but it isn't as if I've been lazing about. I simply haven't been able to devise any good ideas. I tell you, this arrangement has been an encumbrance on my mind from the... While I am glad that the old man appreciated my talents enough to commission me, it doesn't change the facts. I can only depict which makes things rather difficult. Given... Say, you appear a rather strapping sort. Would you be persuaded to bring me to a griffin? 'Twill be well worth any trouble. Clark shall pay handsomely to see this done. And you'd be doing me a great... I've heard aught of a griffin's nesting place. I shall await you there. Do keep in mind, however, that you must needs drag the battle out if I am to complete my sketch. Of course, I could look as long as I pleased if you were to petrify the beast. Indeed, a beast frozen in place would be much more easily drawn. 'Tis said that a famed sculptor of Eld used a Medusa's severed head to petrify her subjects before sketching them. Of course, I wouldn't presume to demand aught so legendary of you, Arisen. I only ask that you aid, then I shall depart at once. Pray, meet me at the foot of the Guerco mountain range.
Interested in my
Now
wares?
my fangs are like to fall out.
The wise know to expect the unexpected. Well met.
I hope to see you again.
Ingredients are plentiful hereabout.
We could pick some now and use them when the need arises.
You there? Have you a home in Batal? If not, well, look no further. As it so happens, I've one to sell. Now, I've noticed you tend to travel with pawns. Bold choice here in Batal, where they're ill-loved. So I thought you might prefer a home of your own to stay at, rather than a crowded inn. Well, what say you? A wise decision, sir. Do be sure to read over the deed. Here you are, dear.
First hand. 'Tis a tall ask, but not impossible. Shall we go where we are bid?
There you are. I was wondering when you'd show. Now, are you ready to aid me in sketching that griffin? Remember, you'll need to draw the fight out as long as you can. I must behold the creature from every act. Marvelous.
Let us accompany Scorpio and
Come along. We wouldn't want to lose sight of our guide.
Christ, positively splendid. I suppose that will have to do. I'll have to use my imagination for the finer details, I fear. But it should turn out...
I'll get that for you.
I wonder how Sir Fulvio's sculpture is coming along. Mayhap 'twould behoove us to pay him a visit. A person of import, I take it. Very well. I will lead the way.
Well now, isn't this lucky? Someone who knows the way.
Is it? I know where that person can be found, Master. This way.
Well, now, isn't this lucky? Someone who knows the way.
So, we finally...
Clark means to unveil the sculpture before a select audience. He asked me, I will await you at his estate in Vernworth's noble quarter.
Bakbatal is not a friendly place for pawns. Each gate... Oh, there is to be an unveiling. I'm curious to see how the sculpture...
What business have you here?
Time to go home and make my wares.
Pleasant surroundings make for clearer thoughts.
I trust all's well, sir.
One of my mage skills ought resolve this in a trice. Shall I assist?
A good day to you.
Where to now?
Feels here. No one.
Off the market I am. I like to come.
Patrons, connoisseurs, friends, my humblest thanks for joining me here at the unveiling of my... There is much more I should like to say, but the anticipation is at... My word! 'Twould appear I overestimated your ability. How dare you claim my gold for a clumsy... You have shamed me, and shall ne'er again know my patronage, Fulvio. Now...
A dispiriting conclusion. 'Tis a shame how the sculpture turned out.
We'd all hoped for a better outcome.
What was I to do today? Let's check my job.